Alright, yesterday I made a video on Hedgehog Backgammon. Now I'm on Backgammon Sage Pro. This one has a 7-day free trial. You don't have to put a credit card in or anything, but then after that you do have to pay to use it. I think it starts off $60 a year, and then after the first year it goes up to $80 a year. But $60 a year is not bad. It's like $5 a month. Hedgehog you can play for free. But this one, that's after the 7-day period, you'll have to pay. So just take a quick look at um, the features of Backgammon Sage Pro. This is a 1 point match I played earlier, so it shows you your PR, computer's PR. You can start a new match right from here. Underneath here it says next game. You could pick whether you want to play what kind of match or unlimited game you want to play. You can use clock if you want. I was using the clock just to practice, but let's just take a look. We're going to start from the bottom and work our way up. This is the settings. You choose your language, your board that you want to use, whether you want to go light or dark, and whether you want to see pip counts, things like that, how you want to see the match score, and all of that. Actually, pretty cool. I think I'm going to actually switch this to away scores for match play. Sound, on or off. Analytics, this is the strength of the bots, both for play and for analysis, as well as rollouts. You can set how you want the rollouts to be. Here's where you subscribe. Like say you get a 7-day free trial. I'm on 6 days remaining. After that, you got to pay to play. They do keep track of some usage stats here. I think that's for their own use. Like say if you pay, you should get unlimited access. And here's some basic information. They give you a support email, and they do have an app for both Android and iOS. I use it. It's pretty good. Get a nice big board to play on. You can also use it for two-player if you want locally. If you want to have someone, if you're sitting next to you, you want to use the your iPad or your Android device as a board. So that works pretty cool. So that's basically settings. They have a resource page. Here again, they show you, talk a little bit about the app, the desktop app that you can use and you can download for Windows. They got some other stuff. They got the YouTube links. They have a pretty good tutorial on YouTube that shows you how to use a lot of the features. They go in depth on how to use the analysis board and things like that, and how to play, and all the information that you get out of it. And they just have some other normal backgammon links, Learning Center, Alex's websites, the YouTube channel, and Backgammon Glory in Chicago, Chicago Point. So these are just some basic reference pages. Here you can import games from XG, Galaxy, Heroes, Backgammon Hub. You can transcribe a match, and you can also take a picture of an actual board, and then Sage will turn it into an analysis position, and you can go into the analysis part of the program and do whatever you want there. So that's pretty cool. This is where you would import stuff. Train is pretty cool. So this is basically your database, and it is you can quiz yourself on your mistakes. You can also practice pip counting. They have some pip counting challenges that you can try. They have a leaderboard, so that's pretty cool. You go into quiz. You can choose whether you want to do checker plays, cube, everything. They basically have 5 different strategies that they break games into: anchoring, attacking, priming, racing with contact, and pure race. So you can choose, like, if you just want to work on priming or whatever, pure race, whether you want to do match or unlimited or everything. And your error threshold, which is 0.02, the normal. So you just click on Quiz Me, and then boom, they're going to give you positions from your games, and you're going to have to try and remember what you either did right or wrong. In this case, I believe it's Spar 22 and 8 and 1914, and it is. So then here we go. They tell you it was correct. They give you the analysis. It's pretty cool. They also give you what the game plan is for both sides and the positions. So here white is anchoring, whereas brown is attacking. So once you get it right, you go on right to the next one. And here's a 4-1. I don't remember this one. This is a new one. It must have happened more recently. I don't know. You would maybe 6-2, 2120, or I don't know what I did wrong here, is that's not even an option. So 2015, 16 and 5, that looks okay. I guess you want to make your 5 point eventually. 2116, 65, 62, 16, 3-2. I don't remember what I did. Maybe I'm going to make the same mistake again. I would probably do something like this. Oh, okay, this was correct. So it's 16 and 5 because you want to make your 5 point. So there, I got that one right. Try one more. 3-1. Eesh, we are way down here. Was this actually a major error? It's hard to believe. Something like 7 and 5? I don't know. No, that's not even an option. So let's see. 9 and 2. I would not do that, but that's a kind of weird computer play. 11 and 7. That's okay, I guess, slotting the back. 12-8. Can make the 9, but I don't know why you would want the 9 point. 6-2, just slotting. I don't know what it was. Was it this? Yeah, okay, it was this. It was slotting the back of the prime, so there we go. So anyway, that's how you use the quiz. Obviously, it's very helpful, and it's one of the best features of Backgammon Sage Pro, and you just can keep going through all your positions, and when you're ready, you can just exit. And it gives you a little score, and then it brings you back to the settings. So that's the database for your errors and the quiz. And I haven't tried the pip counting quizzes yet. I use 3-2-1 colorless counting, so I don't worry too much about it, but I will get into that. I will check it out and see how that is. Here's player analysis. This just gives you your basic stats, your PR, your checker and cube. They break it into the different types of games: attacking, anchoring, priming, racing with contact, pure race. You get to see your PR, so you see where you're maybe struggling. And that's that. And then they also have some charts and some outcomes. You can check out different ways they break up the stats. And there we go. Missed doubles, wrong takes, wrong passes, etc. So it looks like I've missed some doubles. Play a friend on the app. This is, like I said, I was saying, on the if you have the app on like a tablet, you can use it as a board. I'm not sure if how useful this would be on a PC, but it looks like that's what this is as well. I think this is just local. I don't think this is online, but I'm not sure how this works. I have not fooled around much with this. This is where you play Sage. Again, this is the last match. I played a 1 point match. I played 2.6. You can review the match, and then you'll see all the moves. And then here, the blue dot, which is an error. This is an opponent error. So my errors here are next to it. So you can go ahead and go through all of this. And let's see what else we got. Analyze match. So again, you can choose a match that you played, and you could pop it in, and then you can go through it and see where your mistakes were. Here I played 2.32. This was a match from earlier today, I guess. So, for example, here, this one I have an error somewhere. I just saw it. Here, this was an error. I played 2 down, and I was supposed to hit, so for some reason I didn't hit here. It was an 033 error, so you can go through your matches here. I got another one here. Here, 6-3. So I was supposed to make my 4. Did I not make the 4? What play did I make? I stepped up and played 6-3. I guess I was looking to get out up in the race. So I made a little error here. 51. So here's where you analyze your matches. And then finally you got analyze position. This is your standard setting up a problem. They give you all the icons on the bottom. If you want to clear the board, you hit the garbage can. If you want to go back to the opening position. And then they got all the other usual things, if you want to switch the sides and all that. Removing dice is just like in XG. You click left for one side, you click right for the other side, and you can take all the checkers off, and you can put them on. If you want to put more than 5 on, you just go to the last checker, the top checker, and now you can have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever. And you can switch easily, so it's easy to stuff on, and then when you're ready, you could clear it. You could go back to the opening position. So it works as basically what you would expect. Over here is where you choose whether it's a match or unlimited, and put whatever you want to put in here. You have the strength of the bot from 2p up to rollout, and you can analyze. So one other thing, let me see if I could bring it up here. Yeah, one other thing, I went back into Analyze Match. You could also ask Sage AI, and what they'll do is they'll actually give you an explanation in words instead of just showing you the right play. That way it's an attempt to actually teach you in regular English how to, or whatever language you're using, how to, why you make the play, not just what the right play is. That's one of the big complaints with bots is they don't tell you why. Well, Backgammon Sage Pro is trying to fix that, and they're telling you why. So here, for example, make your 4-point with 5-4 and bring the 6-point checker to the 3-point. You are ahead in the race, but still trapped behind the opponent's prime, so this keeps your position safe and improves your home board without exposing your back checker. So they give you a nice little plain English explanation of why you should make the play. So I think a lot of people will like that. I don't know, I haven't done it enough to know just how accurate it is, but I'm sure it's pretty good, and I'm sure it will be very helpful for a lot of people. So that is basically the site. We can play one game real quick. You can close this out, and then you just can choose whatever you want. Here in game mode, they have full tutor, teaching, coaching, and competition. Competition, which is what I usually use, means you're not going to get a pip count. You're not going to be able to ask for any hints or help during the match. You're not going to see your PR as you're playing. You'll analyze after you play, and you can choose whether you want to use clock or no clock, and obviously match or money, and how long you want the match to be. These other ones, full tutor, teaching, coaching, they obviously allow various forms of hints and coaching, and you'll see your PR as you play, and you'll see your pip count. So if you want coaching or tutor, then you choose one of these. They each have little differences between them. You can play around with it and learn for yourself if you jump into it, what they allow and what they don't allow. And again, the video on YouTube that Backgammon Sage Pro has will explain all of that as well. So let's just play a competition of, this is bot level, from solid 2p, strong 3p, up all the way up to AI champion. I find strong 3 ply is fine to play on. Not really any need to go much higher. Obviously, the higher you go, it would take a little bit longer for it to move. And let's just play a 1-point match. So I've been practicing with the clock, but for this I'm going to keep the clock off so I can talk while I'm playing. And let's see what happens. Alright, here we go. Board's okay. It's actually on the tablet. You get a nice big board. It takes up the whole screen. Here it's not quite as big. I don't know if there's any way to enlarge this board anymore, but it's not bad. It's bigger than Hedgehog. I just got hit, but I will now make my 18-point. And I'm going to probably distract myself while I'm playing and make a mistake, but here it looks like the 4-point. He's going to run. Yeah, he's going to just run. Since he's ahead, he doesn't want to hit. 2-1 is not great. Behind in the match. Behind in this game. I want to slot my 5. Do I want to come up with the 2? You want contact when you're behind, but is this contact really doing much for me? That is a question. I think I'm going to just pick it up. That could be wrong, but I'm going to do it anyway. And I would have got smacked if I did stay there. Alright, now we can make our... We could also... This is the 1 for sure. Yeah, I'm going to put the spare on the 8. I could also go 18-13, but there's no rush for that. So now I don't have PR, so I would have to do my own count. Let me do a quick 3, 2, 1 colorless count just to see. We have 6, that's 18, and this is 836, 39, 42, 45, 90, 96, 99, 102, so that's, you compare that number 102 to 105, and that would mean 3 down times 3 is 9, and then 15, 12, 15, I'm down 12, I'm only down 2 after the roll, so it's a close race. Again, I could come around just this way since it's close, I'll just do that. And now 3-1, not a great roll. Double sixes moves a lot. All right, so now double fours. I got to do I didn't keep a running count since I counted last. So I'm going to do it real quick again. We got six. You do 3 to 1 colors counting. You multiply these checkers by 3, these by 2, and this here in my outer board, and then these by 1. It doesn't matter the color because it's a colorless system. 6, 12, 18, and 9 times 2 is 18, so that's again, it's 18, it's 36, and 5 is 41. You double that to 82, then you got to add these 3 is nothing. 6 is 88, 92, 94, so I'm pretty far down here. That's 6 and 5 is 11, 30. Oh yeah, I'm way down. 33, 32, 35, 37. So even with these double sixes, I'm way down. So I'm going to stay back with the midpoint checkers. Might want to just come down with these though. Otherwise, it's going to be a pretty big waste. I could slot the 3 and just hold the position from the 18. 3, 2 remakes his point. 4, 2. I'll just make the 3. Probably slot his 4 point. Occasionally he'll go into the tank here on 3 fly. I don't know if this is an internet connection thing with their server or because this doesn't look like that hard to play, but he could do other things. He could come down and slot the ace. I wouldn't waste too much time on this play, but he's hanging. Usually doesn't happen. This is the longest it's ever hung, but there we go. Yeah, he does come down and slot the ace. That's fine. Alright, 2s. I'm still got to be pretty far behind here, so I'm staying back, I'm sure. 9, 18, 27, and 12's 39, and 5's 44, 88, 90, 95, yeah, 99. I'm still down. So I'm going to stay. I can slot the 2 in the bar. 6, 5. He's going to probably just play 8, 2, 6, 1. Can't leave a shot here, I don't think. Yeah, this is the longest I've had to wait while I'm playing. I'm surprised it's taking this long. Not sure why. But there we go. That would seem like a pretty obvious play. Here I'll just make my 2 point. He's now stripped everywhere, but he gets a beautiful double 2. So he'll just go to the 9 point. Cut most of the contact off. Again, this is a fairly... this is surprising. This has not happened to me before, but using this. But this is the longest I've ever seen it not moving quickly. So, must be something with the server, because my internet connection is very good, so I don't think it's my internet. So I have a feeling it's their server that's causing that. I don't know. 6, 1. I'll just do that. He's going to clear the 9. Again, this I think is fairly basic, so should be pretty automatic. So I've only been using this for a couple of days, so I haven't really noticed this kind of delay before, but something to keep in mind. Seems to be struggling to move quickly in this game. I should have put the clock on. Maybe I could have timed them out. There we go. 5-3 now. Maybe I just run. I don't know. The race is not great, but crashing is not going to be helpful to the race. I'm going to just go. If I can get one double. Oh, wow. Well, that's not a double. If I can get a nice size double, I could make it interesting. Here you come in on the 4 point, I guess, and take the 3 off. You want to fill that slot. Double 3 is not big enough, but not terrible. I am in the race, even though I'm behind. Obviously, here you just take it off. So yeah, so clearly something's up with the server right now, because this would be just an automatic play there. 6-2 just takes a checker off. I'm going to need a big double to get in this. Not getting it yet. 5-2. 5-2 again. I probably have to play for doubles. Maybe I do this. Normally I would fill the slot on the 2, but 2, 4, 6, 7, 5. I mean, I'm going to need doubles, so I'm going to actually play for double 4s. Oh, that's not going to matter. He got the doubles, so. And that's that game. At 2.32, so I'm relatively happy with that. I'm not. Oh, and now here he has an opponent error. Oh no, this is my, yeah. So they didn't like moving up. Yeah, I figured that was wrong because I'm behind, but at the same time I didn't know how much good that checker was doing, and then he rolled double 1, so he would have pointed him anyway. But yeah, I'm not surprised that that was a mistake. About an 081. Was that it? That was it. This mark has to do with either jokers or anti-jokers. I think this is an anti-joker. The 1392. Yeah, that was definitely an anti-joker. So they give you some. I haven't learned all the markings. So I played that game all right. Let's play one more just to see if it continues to struggle to move fast. 4-1. I'll split. I'm not a big slotter, but there's nothing wrong with slotting, obviously. 5-4. I'll make the blocking point and I guess come out. A little bit of a distraction play. 2-6, there we go. I get the shot back. Double 2s. 5-2 hits again. So he's got 4 back now. 3-6. I guess I'm just out. 6-3. That hits and makes the 10 point. Double 6s. Hits again. Can't get out from the back, so I guess I gotta. Well, I could either make my 3 or hit him again on the ace, but that's kind of ugly. Could be right. But this is a 1-point match, so I don't need a gammon. But this isn't much prettier. I'm not sure. Should I hit him twice? Maybe. Let's just do this. Not sure. Benefit of this is he comes in high. That will be helpful to me. Downside here is I can't bury a checker. I can play really ugly to try and get out. I don't see much better. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. Again, I don't need a gammon. I just need to win double 3s. I guess I'm going to make 2 points. Unstacking seems like it makes sense. I could do something like this as well, but then I got the big stack. Oh. Alright, I'm going to play it this way. I don't really like the gaps, that's the only problem. But I like making the board. Alright, I'm going to play it this way, but I'm not sure. 6s. And now this would be 5s, 4, 1, 3, 2. I could just give him 4s and 3, 1. It's 2 less shots. So I guess I'll do that. 4-3. Guess I have to play it that way. I didn't see anything else. And now I gotta leave a shot and I get hit. So the gaps hurt me, but I do get out temporarily and he hits me right back. So it was probably wrong to play the double 3s the way I did. Oh, I get a very lucky 3-6. He doesn't get the 2. I can't play the 5 without playing the 3 first, so I guess I got to hit him. So I can't play this 5 at all, and I don't want to. I can't leave a double shot, so hopefully he does not roll a 2. He rolls a 2, of course. Oh well, I got lucky with the 3-6, so I guess I gotta hit him. Can I get a 2? I cannot. So this game has not gone well. I gotta play the 5, so I gotta just lift my 6 point. He now has a 6 prime. I guess I can come up and challenge him. I don't know. I'm trying to get that guy out. I'm gonna leave a blot soon, which I don't want to do. There it is. He'll attack me. I wasn't able to clean it up yet. I just want to pick this blot up so I don't get another checker sent back. If I don't get another checker, oh, he closes me out. Would have had a little bit of a shot if I didn't get a second checker sent back, but now I'm in trouble. Unless he clears the 6 and I roll double 6s, I'm probably losing this one. Yeah, I probably should have played the double 3s better. We'll check it when its game is over. Among other things, I'm sure there were other things as well, but I get the 6, but it's probably too late now unless I roll a big double. Not yet. Try again. Now I need 2 big doubles. Oh, there's one of them, but it only gets 3 off. So I don't think I can get there even with that. Nope. Unfortunately. Obviously 60. It didn't really delay this game, so I don't know what happened the last game, but for some reason it was struggling last game. But it really didn't have too much of a problem until right here at the very end in this game. Obviously. Oh, 19. So I played that one a lot better. I guess the double 3s were okay. See if I can find them. Which I never will. Whenever I have to find a move, I can never find it. Where were the double 3s? Were they further down? That game felt so long. There's double 3s. Yeah, it was okay. I could have pointed. I thought about pointing on the 2 as well, but I didn't. I didn't want to do that. Yeah, 7 and 3 was also playable. So there were other options, but my play was best. So just looked the most logical. I just left the gap, and the gap ended up hurting me because I ended up leaving a shot and getting beat. So there we go. That is game number 2. Played it well. And that is Backgammon Sage Pro. I like it. It's fun to use, and I definitely like the training and the quiz. I think that's a very cool feature. And here is the pip count one. I got to definitely try this one when I get a chance. And yeah, it's probably worth the $5 a month, and just for the training feature alone. And it's fun to play against and play on. So I would recommend it. Hedgehog does allow you to play for free, unlimited. Well, not unlimited, but it allows you to play. You can play anytime you want for free. And this doesn't really do that, but you do get the 7-day free trial. So definitely check out the free trial anyway and see if you like it for yourself. All right, that's it. Hedgehog yesterday, Backgammon Sage Pro today. Thanks for watching.